What's going on, guys? How you doing? We are on part 6, closing out this Snakes and Arrows tech tour. It's been pretty interesting so far. You know, I have a feeling I have some things to say, but you know, they're kind of similar to what I was saying in the Game of Snakes and Arrows documentary, about documentaries in general. But let's just finish this up, and we'll get to that. Bam.
Neil's mix and turns the regular guitar up in Geddy's mix a little bit. That's what it does. So during our month-long rehearsal phase at the beginning of the tour, I would be working at my console, and as the band would say, change something during a course of a song, Neil might come up and go, you know, during Far Cry, during the solo, I want to hear the guitar samples, because there is a guitar sample that they use for timing. It's the main guitar riff while Alex solos over it. And I want to hear that, but that's the only time I want to hear it. So I program, hit the button, and the guitar sample comes up in Neil's ear monitors, and then after the guitar solo is over, I hit the button again, and then it turns itself down. That's what rehearsals were for us. Not only getting sounds, but being able to sit and program, learn how to program the console to make it work for them and myself in the most efficient manner possible.
3 hours.
During a sound check, the band will come out. They'll usually come out, hang out for like 10 minutes, you know. They're not real fond of sound checking, but they realize it's a part of their job. But they'll come out, they'll look at the room, they'll listen to the room, they'll put their ear monitors in, they'll run through 4 songs, sometimes 5, but usually 4. We'll make sure that every instrument gets used so they can physically hear every instrument being used during the sound check, so it gives them confidence when they come out for the show. Everything's going to work and is in its proper sonic location for them and for Brad. They'll do 3 songs, and the 4th song is usually in something that most tours do. You'll finish with the first song of the night. Whatever the opening song is what you'll finish sound check with, so that way when they walk away from the stage, as close as it can be, the difference between hearing a you know, a 15,000 seat arena empty versus a 15,000 seat arena completely full of screaming people, it'll be as close as it can be. Just taking those variables out.
Ever since I started doing this, I have 5 minutes of a mild panic right before the show starts. That
15 minutes to show all of a sudden.
I've forgotten everything, and what I found I do is I'll spend a couple minutes before the show starts and close my eyes and in my mind mix the first song.
Right.
Just sort of go through the motions of it.
Much it. That's it. It doesn't take the whole length of the song, you know, it's just a little thing.
Every once in a while, every few years, you just get that show where it's right from the word go, you know. Hard to do, but it happens, and that's really rewarding. I think I've had 6 or 7 of those ever, where it was just right from the beginning great and all the way through, you know. But we judge ourselves pretty harshly too, you know.
I have the best job in the world. I get to watch rock shows every night for a living. When you really feel it is when the house lights go off, and it's not so much as what's happening up here as much as it's happening what's happening out there for me. There's something really special about house lights out and the roar of the crowd.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and roll.
Anybody that's ever followed this band knows that their live show is really where they stand. I mean, their records are good, their records are very good, they write great songs, but this band is known as a live band. and they went, way before my time, when like Moving Pictures and 2112 and the earlier records. These guys were doing 230, 240 shows a year. I mean, that's an assload of shows.
Assload?
They're coming up here, and for rock musicians, still performing at the level that they are, they're just amazing musicians.
I like the music, but I have a technical involvement with the music. It's not just me sitting here listening to it. It's more complicated than that. But,
right.
If in the end, if the sound's good and the crowd's into it, and everybody walks out humming the songs, that's it. And that's most of the time. Most of the time we make most of the audience happy.
Oh, God. That's why I'm not doing R40. They're done. They're packing up now. Okay, so yeah, this is cool. I mean, any of the backstage stuff, behind the scenes kind of things is really cool. The only thing, I just wish that certain things were more in depth. I didn't need the bus tour. I don't need to see all your alcohol. I don't need to see all that crap. I understand that that's like, I don't know, that's probably what people want to see, I guess. I don't know, but I'm just like, let's see how much these guys party or whatever. Just stupid, just whatever. I don't care about those things, but whatever. I'm more into, I want to see the more technical stuff. I'd rather see the more technical stuff. I'd rather see and hear the more technical stuff, like certain specific things, whatever it is, even if it's as basic as during this song, we have different scenes and Neil likes this at the beginning, and then we hit a different scene, and now he's not getting that anymore because he doesn't want to hear that anymore. He wants to hear this or this, that, and the other thing, and all those kinds of things. That's all really interesting. That's more interesting to me, basically. And hearing different people's jobs and different roles, you really only got like the monitor guy and the front of house guy. They were like the main characters in this show, basically. Right, they're the leads pretty much. You had the lighting guy. I think it was the lighting guy. I forget who did the bus tour. The guy that had been with them for like 30 years. I mean, what he did didn't really matter. He only gave a bus tour. He wasn't the bus driver. So yeah, all the stuff that goes into just a concert. That's interesting. They could have went into lights. That would have been a whole different other dimension, but still really important. They didn't talk about lights at all. So yeah, my thing, just like what I said on a game of Snakes and Arrows, it's like I wish it were longer. I wish it were longer and more in depth because there's just so much. This is just the tip of the iceberg. Like just a teaser, a taster of what goes into it and what it takes. So still cool, but very surface. More or less surface. Cool. All right. So that's interesting. Okay. So what's after this? After this is a Beyond the Lighted Stage, but also I have some more live things, like Live Snakes and Arrows to do, because there's definitely songs on Live Snakes and Arrows that I want to check out. Absolutely stuff. They play Entree New. Yeah, I want to hear that. I want to see that. I want to hear that. Yeah, I'm getting that right. That's on Live Snakes and Arrows, right? Yeah, Digital Man, Mission. So I'm talking about, why did they do the larger bowl? I'm gonna check it out, but like, why? They do Circumstances. I want to check all that. Working Them Angels. Yeah, they Spindrift. Great stuff. They do A Passage to Bangkok. So I'm gonna check out. I definitely have to pull this out. Looks like they do Witch Hunt. Did I see that right? Witch Hunt video. This is on the DVD, so it looks like, yeah. Oh no, they do it just even regular. Okay, Witch Hunt. Yeah, so there's stuff that I definitely have to check out. They bring back Free Will. How do they not play Free Will every concert? What is wrong with them? Get rid of Limelight. Play Free Will. I really don't have anything against Limelight. I do like the song. It's just I prefer Free Will. It's like if I were to pick one, I would pick Free Will every time. I'd even pick Tom Sawyer over Limelight. 100%. Anyways, I don't know if what's coming at this point when I'm recording this, I don't know if what's coming next is live concert clips, live concert stuff, or if I'm going into Beyond the Lighted Stage. It's going to be one of the two. So maybe you'll be surprised. We'll see. All right. Thank you guys. I'll catch you in the next video.